Hey everybody, it's Molly with AllEars, and I am here at EPCOT today with a brand new video, and I bet you know what we're talking about, the Flower and Garden Festival. This is my favorite festival at EPCOT, and it kicked off this week, and you know we're here to show you everything you can do at the festival. All the best eats, the topiaries, the activities, the entertainment. We're gonna cover it all so you know what to expect when coming to the fest. I hope you're ready, I hope you're excited. Let's get to it. First things first, I'm going to be also proving today why this is the best festival at EPCOT. Apparently that's kind of a hot take that this is my favorite festival. Whenever we talk about this on the AllEars team, a lot of people say Festival of the Arts, some people go classic with food and wine, but I'm always in the minority saying Flower and Garden. But to me, it combines the best elements of the other festivals, and this is the best one. So I'm going to be trying to prove to you why I think this is the best festival, and maybe by the end of this, you'll agree with me. But no matter what, we're going to have fun today. So this is a very, very long festival. It actually started on March 3rd and it runs to July 5th. That's so long. I think they're compensating from last year where this festival only got to run for about 2 weeks before the parks closed down. So you have a lot of opportunity to come and enjoy the Flower and Garden Festival this year, but it is weird to have a festival go through July 4th. But I'm not complaining because it's my favorite one. Okay, the first thing you have to do at any festival is grab yourself a passport. This is going to be your guide to everything in the festival. It will list where all of the topiaries are. It has all the menus in there. The garden Graze is on the back page, so you definitely want to get yourself a festival passport when you get in here. One of the best things about the Flower and Garden Festival, besides the food, because that's always my favorite thing at any festival, but it's the topiaries. All around EPCOT are these incredible flower creations of different Disney characters and animals and all sorts of things. And obviously the first one I'm going to show you is the best one of all. It's the Buzz Lightyear topiary outside of Mission Space. Have you ever seen a more beautiful plant in your whole life? I love you, Buzz. In Norway, we have everyone's favorite frozen sisters in topiary form. Aren't they beautiful? The detail is amazing on these. Like, just look at this. This is incredible. They're so cool. Also in Norway, this beautiful creature. If you thought Anna and Elsa were beautiful, just wait until you lay eyes on this handsome fella. I kind of love him a lot though. Found another topiary. This one's in China, and how cute are these sweet panda bears playing. I love them. This pavilion's so beautiful already, and then to add these lovely little snuggly guys, I just want to give them a hug. This one is really fun. It's your one right in the middle of Spaceship Earth. It's got Mickey and the brooms right here from Fantasia, but this topiary isn't just Mickey, because if you come over here, you've got my favorite ladies. The ballerina ostriches are here from Fantasia. And then on the other side of Mickey and the entrance, you've got the alligator and the hippo. Which, wait, is the hippo my favorite? I don't know, I kind of like both of the animal ballerinas. So please weigh in the comments if you're team hippo ballerina or team ostrich ballerina. Either way, we can all agree this is an awesome topiary. Okay, this isn't specifically about the festival, but I'm obviously not going to walk into the main entrance of EPCOT and not acknowledge the fact that they added these awesome flags that have the icons of the park's pavilions, so like the land, horizons, well, now Mission Space, but the seas, all the original pavilions at EPCOT have an icon right here on both sides of Spaceship Earth. And then you've got the amazing fountain, which we've seen. And then it also added lights along this platform right here, all the way around. And at night, this entire place lights up with neon lights. It's really, really cool. But also, they changed the music. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm not sure how I feel about the music yet. I miss the old iconic, like, doot, doot, doot. I can't do it while I'm listening to this other music. Kind of like, you know the EPCOT music. But I do feel like an Avenger going into battle walking through this music now, so that's kind of fun. Another adorable topiary here near Mouse Gear. It's your friends from Bambi. Look how cute Bambi and Flower and Thumper are. They're so adorable, I love them. How fun is this topiary of Donald and Panchito and Jose, the three caballeros, looking more lively than they are inside the attraction right now. If you haven't been recently, it's cardboard cutouts. Germany's Topiary is our original Princess Snow White, and of course her pal Dopey. I love this one and I think it's amazing and beautiful, but they used to have all 7 dwarves and now that one was my favorite. So I still love this one, but I miss having all the dwarves because that was really impressive. This is the first of 2 topiaries in France. It's Beauty and the Beast, and aren't they incredible? Just look at the detail on the beast. Look at all that detail on his face and the different colors on his jacket. These boggle my mind, and it takes them years to make each one, so each one has a backup that they're making, and then they're display one, and then they're making the other one. Incredible. The second topiary in France is everyone's favorite little chef. Remy is back here at the entrance of his soon-to-exist attraction. Not sure when that's opening, sometime this year, but isn't he so cute? He's got a little batch of herbs in his hand and his little spoon. I love him. The United Kingdom has some of my favorite topiaries, including Peter Pan and Captain Hook right here. Now, as much as I enjoy them, I gotta say, Peter Pan used to be a lot smaller and he'd actually be up on the roof of one of the buildings in the UK. And I think not enough people noticed him because he would be like up here. So they made him a lot bigger and moved him down to fighting Captain Hook, which he's amazing and he's really incredible. But I kind of missed the hidden detail of him being up on the roof. Of course, the Peter Pan story wouldn't be complete without everyone's favorite fairy. So if you come to the back of the pavilion, you can find Miss Tinkerbell. Hello, pretty lady. And I think some of her fairy friends must be living around here as well, because I see evidence. But how cool are these? Like, look, this one's like an overturned teapot. These are awesome. But there's Tinkerbell in all of her sassy glory. And then another of the topiaries in the United Kingdom, possibly the cutest one, is the Winnie the Pooh friends. But I have to ask you something. Why do Rabbit's eyes look like this? But Pooh's eyes look like this. But if we keep going, Tigger's eyes look like this. Why are they all different? Why do they all have different kind of eyes? And Eeyore's look like this. He's so sad. But these are really cute. Like, aren't you just delighted looking at Tigger? Right here, as you enter World Showcase Promenade, you've got a big old topiary of Donald and Daisy, and Huey and Dewey and Louie are behind them. Isn't this one so cute? I love how Donald has a little bee attacking him. Uh-oh, silly Donald. Look how cute Huey, Dewey, and Louie are. I know I've said I love a lot of them, but if there's one I love as much as Buzz Lightyear, it's Kermit the Frog here. Aho, Kermit. He's right between the United Kingdom and Canada, and he's not alone. Because everybody's favorite sassy pig is just a hop, skip, and a jump away from her. Kermit. Kermit. If I was a Muppet, I think I'd be Miss Piggy. You've got Pluto and Chip and Dale off to your right-hand side. Pluto's got the tape measure because you see Mickey and Goofy and Pluto and Minnie and the gang. They're on construction, just like EPCOT. They're helping. Look at Chip and Dale! Can you even with how cute they are? Look at those little noses. And here's your big topiary of Mickey and Minnie. They're doing some painting. Goofy's in the back doing some hammering. And I want to really point out how big Goofy is. This is massive. He's huge. This is another of my top topiaries. It moved over near Imagination in previous years. It's been over near the African Outpost in Germany, but it's your Lion King topiary with, I'm guessing, well, I guess it's got to be Mufasa, Sarabi, and baby Simba. That's not Nala, which I'm sure that's a common mistake, but if that's Simba, boom, then that has to be his parents. So that's got to be Mufasa, Sarabi, and baby Simba and Rafiki, and it's awesome. One little spark of greenery and plants made this Figment topiary come out to dance. We've got the rootinest, tootinest cowboy himself, three-headed sheep, and of course Bo Peep. Oh my gosh. It's like she's watching me and not watching me all at the same time. Returning this year is Spike's Pollination Exploration 2021. So this is the scavenger hunt for this festival. They do these at all the festivals with different themes, but at the Flower and Garden Festival, you're looking for Spike the bee, who's this cute little bee that likes to torment Donald Duck. And he is found not in all the countries, but in gardens all over the park. So he could be in the French gardens. He could be by the Donald and Daisy Topiary, and not he could be, he is. It tells you he's there. But what you don't know is that in each of the gardens you find him, he's gonna be with an ingredient, which are the stickers on the back. And once you find him, you put the sticker on the appropriate place. Once you have done that, you bring it back to one of the redemption places, which is Mouse Gear, Disney Traders, or the World Traveler, and they'll give you a prize. We are gonna be searching for Spike the Bee today, so I can show you how to play the game. What's also cool about the Flower and Garden Festival is they have not one, but 2 different scavenger hunts. Starting March 19th, they also have an egg extravaganza scavenger hunt for Easter, where they hide Easter eggs around World Showcase, and they're all decorated as really cool characters, and then you get a different prize for completing that one. So that's 2 scavenger hunts, just another reason this is the best fest. All right, so we are at the Outdoor Escapes garden. This one is across from Test Track, looking for our next bee, and I think I found him. Here he is. Hi Spike, how are you, sir? Tomato. All right, so let's get our tomato sticker. There it is, and we'll put it where it goes on our map. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you exactly where all the Spike the bees are, because then it's no fun when you play it, so let's hit that montage. Boom. Okay, I have finished my scavenger hunt, but I can't show you it because then you'd know all the answers. And now we're gonna go get my prize at Disney Traders, which is one of the shops right here at World Showplace. You can also get your prize at the World Traveler, which is the shop at International Gateway, or Mouse Gear. And keep in mind, because the festival runs for so long, you don't have to do this in one day. You can keep your map and you can keep doing it throughout a couple days, if that works better for you. The prizes are so cute this year. It's these plates. You get to pick between Spike the Bee, Figment, Orange Bird, or Minnie, and it's on little plastic plates. And it's actually a 2-pack is the prize. So if you had 2 people doing it, you'd get 4 plates. You get what I'm saying. But you can pick whichever character you would like to take home a plate of. And these are really cute. Normally it's a cup of some kind, but I'm into the plates. So I picked the mini plates. Aren't they cute? And see, it's a little 2-pack, and they're like the hard plastic. Don't microwave them, but you can dishwash them. I personally wouldn't, just to save the design, but that's a great prize for this scavenger hunt. I say this every video at a festival, but I love these scavenger hunts. I think they're really fun. They're great entertainment for your kids while you're trying to eat and drink around the festival. It's great fun to have them looking at all the gardens. You end up learning something and going to see different things that you wouldn't probably without doing the scavenger hunts, because it makes you go look for different things and enjoy the gardens, and I love it. And I think this is the best prize they've ever done. Of course, the best thing about any EPCOT festival, the food. There are outdoor kitchens all over the park, each of them serving a couple of different options for food and for drinks. There's a bunch of new beers on the menu now, lots of fruity flavors. The menus at Flower and Garden are always very fresh, very light, very floral, and they're always delicious. This is one of the reasons this is the best festival, in my opinion. I think it has the best food, so we're gonna go check out the booths. This is a brand new kiosk this year. It's called Sunch and Griddle Brunch Bites and Beverages. EPCOT basically has made my dreams come true and finally made a brunch booth. And as you can see, it's very popular, but we're gonna get in line and try some goodies. I had to make some very difficult decisions because I literally wanted to order one of everything, and I almost did, but I decided on the corned beef brisket hash. It's got potato barrels, onions, peppers, cheese curds, and a soft poached egg with Tabasco hollandaise. That egg really sold me because I love a delicious gooey egg. And then I also got the fried cinnamon roll bites, which have cream cheese frosting and candied bacon. Those look amazing. And then I went with the Fruit Loop shake, which is a non-alcoholic, adorable beverage. And you know I'm not gonna walk past the booth and not order a coffee, especially when it's a Joffrey's Cold Brew coffee cocktail. It's got milk Kahlua, coffee liqueur, and vanilla vodka in it. Brunch dreams coming true. as an update, this mask is fitting different than the other Spirit Jersey ones I have. It actually is like leaving a mark and it's a little tight, so I'm probably gonna change my mask after eating this. So just keep that in mind if you buy this one. I recommend sizing up. But enough about masks, let's talk about food. Of course I'm spilling it everywhere, but it tastes like Fruit Loops and therefore it's delicious. Oh my gosh, it tastes like my childhood. I think it's just a vanilla milkshake. This is what blue milk should taste like. I was afraid it would be too sweet with the vanilla vodka and the Kahlua, but the coffee liqueur is balancing it. You can taste the Joffrey's cold brew, which I love Joffrey's cold brew. This is a perfect boozy iced coffee in my opinion. Not too sweet, still taste the coffee, A+. Oh my gosh, that runny egg is so good. It's cooked perfectly. I'm loving the peppers and the onions. The potato barrel, homemade, you can tell that it's like someone made this with love for you. And I can taste that. Very, very yummy. Recommend this. And then my coworker who was here yesterday said the shrimp and grits was phenomenal. And I've had the shrimp and grits. That's not a new item, it's just new to this booth. And it is really good too. So if you're not a brisket fan, also recommend trying that delicious shrimp and grits. But wow, I want 100 of these potatoes. These are fried cinnamon roll bites and they've got candied bacon on them. And look in there, there's gooey cinnamon filling. This is a national treasure. Pro tip, you're gonna want to use a straw for the milkshake because the cup is very hard to drink out of with the Fruit Loops. And I drink like a toddler and eat like a toddler anyway, but here is what I have acquired from Mexico. It's the Taco Vampiro, which is braised beef and then salsa, and then it's in a corn tortilla, but it also has a cheese shell. And then you've also got this garden margarita, which has got mezcal, which is smoky. It's got lettuce juice, chili liqueur, agave gin, lime juice, and it's got a sprig of thyme. So basically like drinking a garden. Okay, so the taco, I'm a big fan of it. I do wish they had a little more flavor in the salsa. I want a little bit of heat with it, whereas it's mostly just, it's really good flavors, it's really fresh. I love that crispy cheese on the outside. I was confused by lettuce juice when I read that on the menu, but I don't really taste lettuce juice. I mostly just taste mezcal, which I love because it's smoky. Chili, just a hint of it, so it's not super spicy like getting the jalapeno margarita. And then lime. So it mostly just tastes like a smoky, not sweet margarita with a hint of freshness. So I actually dig it. It's very earthy, very, very refreshing. I was very confused, but I liked it. And once again, Mexico has done a great job. But that taco is fun. That taco is fun. Okay, the next item is from China, which always slays with the food booze. It's not my favorite pavilion to eat at under normal circumstances, but during the festival, they always delight me. And I love the crab and cheese wontons. I understand they're just crab rangoon that I can get at any Chinese restaurant, but that's my favorite thing about ordering from Chinese takeout. But the pro tip, ask for a little bit of the spicy peanut sauce, which is what comes with the chicken skewer, which is also really good. And then you're gonna wanna do a little of this action. You feel me? They're really good crab and cheese wontons. I've had a lot in my day. But then you add that spicy peanut sauce. Oh yeah. This hack right here, one of my favorite things at the festival. I look forward to this every year. Next stop was Germany at the farmer's market there. This is the toasted pretzel bread, and it's got ham and Gruyere cheese on it, and it looks so yummy. Yeah, if there's one thing Germany does well, it's pretzels. And if there's two things Germany does well, it's beer. If there's three things Germany does well, it's ham and cheese. And that is so good. Wow, that is so creamy, so simple. but I'm loving this. Very shareable, definitely kid-friendly. Well done, Germany. We have made it to Italy on our journey, but we are gonna keep walking because unfortunately, Italy's festival food is always very meh. And it's a real bummer because Italian food's delicious. Italian food in the pavilion, especially via Napoli, is delicious, but their festival food is always a letdown. All the food's returning. I had it last year, it was not great. The cocktails even aren't that fun because it's just like glasses of wine. So we're gonna go ahead and skip Italy. If you do try Italy, let me know in the comments what you think, but for me, it's always a letdown when it comes to festival stuff. And if I was gonna get a cocktail or something to drink in Italy, at that point, I would just come into the wine cellar and get something there. But I do wanna show you something that's so beautiful in Italy, I could cry. Look at this. Look at that. It's the piazza in the middle of the pavilion, and it's just covered in flowers. It's not stunning. Please take these flowers as an offering to make up for the fact I didn't eat any of Italy's mediocre festival food. Next bite is from the Magnolia Terrace, which is in the American Adventure Pavilion. They have a lot of yummy seafood items. If you're a seafood fan, definitely check those out. But my eye went straight to this pecan cake that has got maple whipped cream on it, and it looks like a yummy caramel sauce. And then I'm also trying a somewhat local craft beer. This is from Tampa, and it is an orange coriander wheat beer, and wheat beers are my favorite, so that just spoke to me. Oh my gosh, that is such a yummy dessert. Oh my gosh. It's like a very crumbly cake, like it's very dense. It almost reminds me of a bread more than a cake. You have the caramel sauce, and you have the nice whipped cream, which is like, you can tell made from scratch whipped cream, not like out of a can. It's got a little hint of maple. Ooh, this is a top dessert. Ooh, did I just find a new favorite beer? It's very possible. And oh my gosh, look who's here. Hi! Thank you! Okay, I miss meeting the characters, but I do love that the cavalcades, like, I'm just sitting here enjoying a snack and a beverage, and Mickey's like running right by. That's nice. Okay, so this beer may be my favorite I've had at the festival. It's nice and light, but it's definitely a wheat beer. There's a little crispness from the orange. Very into that one. They've really stepped their beer game up at this festival, which is another reason I think it's the best. Yum, yum, yum. This is one of my returning favorites. It's at the funnel cake stand right next to the American Adventure. It's a mini funnel cake, lemon cheesecake, ice cream, blueberries, and whipped cream and powdered sugar. I cannot wait, and I'm so glad this one is back. There's no real nice way to do this. Oh, I want to put that lemon ice cream on everything I eat for the rest of my life. That is so yummy. I know I've liked everything today, but I'm only showing you the good stuff. So this little baby funnel cake, and then it's that no melt ice cream, which it's Florida, so LOL, that's never possible, but it melts slower than regular ice cream. And then it's got, where's donut? It's so refreshing. They always do a funnel cake for the festivals at the little funnel cake stand, and this is my favorite one I think they've ever done. And I was tickled when they brought it back this year. You can't beat this. This is probably my favorite dessert at the festival for sure. We've gotten our next booth. This is from Hanami in Japan. We have Frushi, a tried and true Flower and Garden classic. This is fruit sushi. It's got watermelon on the outside, then it's coconut rice, and then it looks like cantaloupe, strawberry, and pineapple inside there, and then whipped cream with toasted coconut and raspberry sauce. And then new this year, this is a shrimp and crab dish, and it kind of looks like crab salad that would come on top of sushi, and it's served on fresh cucumbers. I'm not a huge seafood person, but this looks amazing, and it looks like Hit a Mickey, and I'm excited to try it because I do like crab salad, so I'm hoping that's what it tastes like. Let's try our seafood dish first. It's on little like cucumbers, like little individual bites. Okay, that is so creamy. It definitely reminds me of seafood salad. That was very good. That's very unique, very different. You're not gonna get something like that at other booths of the festival, even though there is seafood elsewhere. My only critique is I would like more cucumber. Like, it's a lot of the crab mixture for one tiny cucumber. For someone who doesn't love the crab mixture, like, it's like, I can't think about it too much, you know? Hoping this is a banger once again, because this is one of my favorites every year. No easy way to do this. Just gotta do it. It's so good. I love it so much. You gotta dip it in the sour cream, otherwise it's a little dry. But I love the fresh fruit. I love the raspberry sauce. I love the toasted coconut. I actually think this is the dish that made me fall in love with Flower and Garden many moons ago. Of course, I'm coming to France. They always have fabulous food. And this is one of my all-time favorites. It is a goat cheese and caramelized onion tart on a flaky pastry crust. This is one of my favorites every single year, and I'm always thrilled when they bring it back. It's so good. It's a flaky pastry crust that you know France does well. It's so oniony. I love it. Nice goat cheese baked on top. I don't even have words to describe it. Simple decadence, simple deliciousness, simple fabulousness, decadent fabulousness. Pick some combination of those words. They do have the La Vie en Rose slushy back this year. That's that pink slushy that's like the ones that they have year round that are orange and lemon, but they always have one for the festivals. I had it last year. It's very, very good. It's just a little sweet for me, which is why I didn't grab it today. But if you're into sweeter drinks, it is, I will read the official ingredients, Grey Goose, L'Orange, Saint Germain, white and red cranberry juice. So if you're into those flavors, if I remember correctly, it kind of reminded me of a Smartie, but delicious. Just not my personal favorite because I don't like sweet things. Much like we've seen at all the other festivals since the reopening, they are using World Showplace, which is this big building, to offer a few different booths as well as some more garden displays right here in between the United Kingdom and Canada called World Showplace. And coming into World Showplace, this is where you're going to find Festival Faves, Cider House, and Farmer's Feast. I love that they're using World Showplace for booths. Because it provides a couple of spots in air conditioning. There's tons of tables in here spread out. You may also hear the pianist playing in here, some tunes. And I just think it's a really good use of space and an easy way to spread people out and add a couple extra booths at these festivals. I grabbed these two items from one of the new booths this year. It's called EPCOT's Farmer's Feast. It's inside the World Showplace. This right here is a hibiscus lemonade drink with gin. Isn't that beautiful? And then I'm also trying, even though it's a hot day, I can't resist an onion soup. So this is a spring onion soup that looks and smells fabulous. Okay, that is fab. Oh, wow. That is so creamy and oniony and fresh. Loving the onions that are in it. And then it's got a little crostini. I wish there was more bread because I love carbs. I understand if soup isn't your must-do when you're at EPCOT in, you know, the summer, but it's very good. I like the onion kind of like cutting the leek part a little bit. But as far as soups go, that's very, very good. I'm very glad I'm enjoying that. Now let's try this hibiscus cocktail. Okay. That's delicious. Festival drinks aren't always my favorite. I'm normally more of a stick to like a really good beer, and there's lots of unique beer at this festival. Or some of the classic drinks. Could you be quiet? Like margaritas and things, but that is so refreshing. Oh my gosh. Tastes like Flower and Garden, right? Like I'm drinking a flower and a plant. But what's really cool about this Farmer's Feast booth is it's gonna rotate throughout the menu. It's gonna be all about what's fresh and what's in season, and the chefs get to have fun and make new things. So when you come, this might not be available, which is a bummer because this drink is really good and that soup is really good. But it's really fun to keep things fresh and exciting. Festival Faves, this is also a booth inside of World Showplace. And let's see, I have the watermelon salad. It's got pickled onions, feta, and a balsamic reduction. They've had this at the festival before. I love it, and you know what? I eat a lot of meat and cheese, so it's good to eat vegetables sometimes too. And then we've got a brisket, burnt ends, and smoked pork belly slider. It's got a sausage on it, chorizo, cheese fondue, and a house-made pickle. Doesn't that look amazing? And then also trying the frozen lemonade, but this is the one that's got blackberry moonshine in it. So it seems like that'll be a refreshing treat on this hot, hot day. Okay, time to eat with my friend Bill. All right, I'm gonna try the salad first because I love when they put arugula and watermelon together. That was so good. Like, I don't know why it shouldn't go together because it's like fruit and pickled vegetables and arugula is bitter, but it does. That is so good and so refreshing. And amidst all the heavy food, it is nice, like I said, to eat a vegetable, feeling light and crisp and refreshing. Speaking of heavy food, let's eat a brisket and pork slider covered in cheese fondue. Just look at that. Look at that. We're gonna do it. Yeah, and I'm so glad we did. OMG, is that amazing. That brisket is cooked so well. You can taste the smokiness. Really, really good, and a lot of that cheese fondue. I'm calling it now. That makes Molly's best of the fest. Wow. And let us wash it all down with this. Ooh. Now it clearly melted very quickly, but it mostly tastes like lemonade. I can taste a little bit of the berry. This feels dangerous because I know there's moonshine in it, but it doesn't taste like there's moonshine in it. But that may be the most refreshing drink at the festival besides the violet lemonade. Snagged some items from Cider House. So we have the Cider Flight, which makes sense, but they're all pink, which obviously I'm into. You've got a pink lemonade, a watermelon, and a triple jam hard cider. I'm not normally a cider fan, but a pink flight of beverages, how could you not? And then I also have this dark chocolate raspberry tart that looks amazing. This is a chocolate raspberry tart that they had at Food and Wine a while ago. Okay, that is so rich, but so delicious. Dark chocolate, fresh raspberry on top. My Chocoholics. This one is for you 100%. Now let's try this Cider Flight. We're starting with pink lemonade. Well, that's just refreshing. Not too sweet, very refreshing. Tastes like pink lemonade. Watermelon. Watermelon. Tastes a lot like watermelon. Kind of like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. And then lastly, we've got a triple berry. That's the sweetest one. So I'm not, if I were to rank them, it would be in the order I drank them. The pink lemonade, the watermelon, and then the triple berry. The triple berry tastes like other ciders I've had before, and the other two are very unique. So I would recommend either doing the flight, so you can try a bunch of them, or one of the other ones. But who doesn't love a flight? Grabbed some items from the Honey Bistro. This is a really cute booth that sits amongst a garden all about keeping the bees alive and how important bees are. So naturally, all of the items at this booth feature honey. So this is the Tupelo honey and sweet corn spoon bread. It's got jalapenos, bacon, and house-made whipped honey butter, which is calling my name. Doesn't that look amazing? And then I'm also trying the First Magnitude Brewing Company Honeybee Citrus Blonde Ale because I love blonde ales. Maybe it has something to do with my hair, who's to say? But I thought the honey in it sounded interesting. This is also where you can get the Spike the Bee sipper that they had last year. He's back again. Wow. Wow. Okay, I love the jalapenos. You can really taste them. They taste smoky. I love the honey butter. I love the sweetness from the honey itself and the corn. Definitely different, definitely unique, but not too adventurous, you know? Just give me a spoon and a bucket of that honey butter, and let's go. Sample this beer. Ooh, okay. Definitely crisper and not as heavy as a wheat beer. Definitely more refreshing. On a really hot day, I would pick this one over that wheat one I had in American Adventure. Just the faintest whisper. Otherwise, it's just a crisp, delicious beer that I would recommend. I just stopped by the Citrus Blossom booth, which is basically a permanent fixture of EPCOT now. It's been here since Flower and Garden last year, and they've used it at every single festival since. But I'd like to introduce to you the cutest sipper that's ever existed. They had an orange bird sipper last year, and then you could find them throughout the parks at a couple places since, but this is the updated version, and OMG, is he not the cutest thing you've ever seen. So he comes with a drink. You can get it in the sipper, or you can ask for it on the side, which is what I did, so I would have a clean orange bird to put in my backpack. And it's an orange slushy, and I'm led to believe it's going to taste like a creamsicle. All right, I'm very excited. Now, this is non-alcoholic because you can't put alcohol inside Disney characters, so you can't ever have like a Mickey sipper or any character sipper that comes served with alcohol. It does. It tastes just like a creamsicle, and yum. But what also you can get over at Citrus Blossom is a bunch of different fruit wine. I believe Moira Rose is the representative on that, but they have a bunch of different fruit wines. And then they also have a lobster dish, they have a chicken dish, they have a citrus cake. They have a boozy orange frozen drink as well, but this is delicious. It would not be a Flower and Garden Festival without this one. This is the Violet Lemonade. It is a frozen drink, non-alcoholic, comes garnished with a flower. The sweet cast member told me he picked me the orange one because it matched my shirt. What an angel. But this is an icon of the Flower and Garden Festival. Isn't it beautiful? It's like the most Instagrammable drink ever. I love it. But does it taste as delicious? Oh. Yes. This is one the whole family can enjoy. It's definitely sweet, but the lemon gives it a tartness. They have a Violet Lemonade Ale too. I thought about it, but I just can't go away from the classic. That's so good. Okay, we did a lot of eating today. I got something in almost every single booth for this video. I didn't even get some of my returning faves, like the popsicles from the refreshment port. That trio is great. Or the maple popcorn shake at Canada, or the grilled corn on the cob at Trowel and Trellis. All of it was so good. One cool and unique thing about this festival is not only do they have topiaries throughout the park, but they also have these little gardens everywhere throughout the park, and they might teach you different things. Some of them might be in the different country pavilions, so it might be a spice garden or an herb garden or a tea garden using ingredients from that country. Some are here in Future World. They may give you gardening tips. Some of them even teach you how Disney does all of their impressive gardening. So for your gardening enthusiasts, you're definitely gonna wanna check these out. This is another one of the gardens. It's the Orchid Tropical Rainforest in Mexico. Is this not amazing? Look how beautiful this is. This is gorgeous. Look at this very realistic animatronic lizard they've acquired as well. Wow, that thing seems real. I'm really intrigued by this garden as well. It's the Chinese Zodiac Topiary Garden here in the China Pavilion, of course. And they've got topiaries of all of the different zodiac signs, and they're really neat. Not that I'm biased or anything, but I do think the dragon's the coolest one. Here's another one of those gardens. It's called the Outdoorescapes Garden. And what's cool about this one is it's actually doubling as a place to sit and relax, maybe eat some of the food from some of the festival kiosks. But this one is over across near Test Track, and it's teaching you by off the bug spray people how to do a comfort and escape garden. So mix and match the furniture. It's talking about different plants to use. If you're a gardener, you're gonna love walking through all these gardens and learning all these hot tips. The garden in the United Kingdom, they have a tea garden, and there's actually a tea-based free scavenger hunt that you can do. You can grab this little guide inside the tea caddy, which is the shop, and it says, can you find all the teas? Stroll through the English tea garden, find all 12 Twinings teas and planted ingredients, and visit the tea caddy for a delightful surprise. I found all 12 of the teas, and it says just to let the cast members know. I wonder what I get. I bet it'll be pretty neat. I get to choose a tea for my prize. These two are cold, and then these two are hot. But
so 2 teas is what you get.
Oh, I get 2. I get one of each?
Yes.
One cold, one hot?
Yeah.
Okay, well the cast member told me to get this one because this is what the royals drink, and I feel like being a royal. And then I get a cold infused one. Let's see, I like the flavors of this one more.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. All right, well, I got 2 bags of tea as my prize. That's pretty cool. I thought I only got 1, but she said, no, I get to pick a cold one and a hot one. Not a bad deal for something that took me literally 3 minutes and was free. As with any new festival or event or holiday or anything, there's new merchandise at Disney World. Who's surprised? But there is some really, really cute flower and garden merchandise that came out this year. And we're gonna go scope it out, of course, starting with Mouse Gear. Mouse Gear is still doing the mobile checkout, which I love, which you can do on the Disney app. Here's the mascot of our festival, Orange Bird. He is so darn cute. You've got the Orange Bird ears. Love them or hate them. I can't decide. I clearly bought them because I'm wearing them, but I can't decide if I love them or if they're ridiculous or ridiculous in a good way. Either way, you got your Orange Bird ears, an Orange Bird keychain, that's $9.99. You've got this very cute tumbler where it's got like shaky things in the top. Our little Orange Bird friend right there. Very cute Orange Bird spirit jersey. It says hello sunshine. The front has our little pal Orange Bird on it too. Oh my gosh, isn't he just the cutest? Yes. This is a planter. It looks like an old-fashioned juice carton, $29.99. There's a bucket hat. This very cute t-shirt where he's coming out of the pocket on the front. Nothing on the back. I like that. I like a simple design. Here we have this, which I thought was a rain jacket at first, but it's actually made by Spirit Jersey, and it's a very thin, it's $59.99. It's a very thin pullover with a hood. They do have the Orange Bird shoulder plush here. This isn't exclusive to the festival, but he's the newest shorter pal. He's $19.99, but they've got the little magnet like that you put under your shirt, and then he can sit on your shoulder, and he's very, very cute. Short sleeve shirt, V-neck, hello sunshine with your Orange Bird patch. That's $36.99. Here is our next collection. So that was the Orange Bird. Now we've got Minnie. So there's this tank, $39.99. It's got this really cute bow in the back. I actually love that. This is a watering can. It's metal. It really has holes. This really is a watering can. This is a vase, but it looks like a rain boot. $29.99. Here is some of your pass holder exclusive merchandise. So you've got a very cute Spirit jersey with Mickey that says I can dig it, $69.99, and on the front of it, it has Pluto. So cute. You have the pass holder Spirit jersey mask, that's $12.99. I'm wearing a medium in the Spirit jersey masks. I wear a large in the regular Disney masks. You've got these cute cups. This one's got Farmer Mickey on it. An Orange Bird cup. I'm guessing this one's just, oh, it's got Figment. Why is he green? That's weird. Anyway, Figment cup and Minnie cup. I love this mug with Minnie and the gold rim. And that's so cute. Flower and Garden Festival on the back. $19.99, but I need another coffee mug like Thanos needs to collect the Infinity Stones. I don't need to do it. There's also this plastic cup, which is really cute for kiddos. And then there's another shirt. This one has Minnie on it. It says Grow Kindness, very cute. There is a Flower and Garden Alex and Annie, and it's the Mickey, and you can see the little flowers on it. There's also a Flower and Garden Pandora charm. It's got Minnie on the front, Flower and Garden 2021 on the back. You can see it in the case here. That is $65. There is a whole collection of pins as well. You've got this one with Mickey and Pluto, $15.99. This one with Mickey, $15.99. This one with the garden, that one's super cute, $17.99. And then Minnie as well, $15.99. Here's a pass holder exclusive with Figment, $15.99. Another Figment, $17.99, not pass holder. And then this Sweet as Honey with Spike, $17.99. And then they have a mystery pin set where it's beautiful butterflies, and you could be getting one of those on the back, $19.99. Very cute. And then they also have a limited edition Magic Band, which has Minnie on it. That one's $34.99. And these are all behind the counter at Mouse Gear. They also released a Dooney and Burke pattern for the festival. It looks like this with Minnie and all the flowers. It's really pretty, like not quite navy, somewhere between navy and royal blue. The big bag, the tote, is $2.98. Then there is this side satchel, which is $2.28. And then there is the wallet, which is $98, which is like a good little wristlet. It's got that on there. So you also can get your Dooney. Oh, there's another one. I didn't see this one before. This one's like a smaller tote. And this one is $2.68. They have these festival marketplaces around the lagoon as well that sell a lot of the merchandise, and I spotted a few new things to check out. So they have all the Orange Bird stuff in this one. They've got all the mini stuff, but they also have some Spike the Bee things we didn't see in Mouse Gear. There is a very cute Spike the Bee garden stake. There is a very cute Spike the Bee mug. A Stop and Smell the Flowers shirt. This looks like it'd be a little bit of a crop. Cool as can be. This hat is cute as can be. Cup to go. And then also this little planter. Sweet as honey. We have a Figment collection too we haven't seen. You have a kid's shirt, $24.99. How do we feel about green Figment? Let's discuss. Because he's on everything, it looks like. He's got a notebook, $19.99. He's got a bowl, again. And I don't think you're supposed to drink out of this. I think this is a planter for $34.99, but I think you could drink out of it. We've got a t-shirt right here, $32.99. This is really cute. It's a reusable little like lunchbox, and it's got silverware, $14.99. I love that. Let's see, is this an apron? T-shirt, Harvest Your Imagination. So there is a lot of fun merchandise this year. Let's talk entertainment at the Flower and Garden Festival. Now normally they do have different bands come and play in the American Garden Theater, similar to Food and Wine. Bands like Plain White Tees have come in the past. But of course they're doing things a little bit differently right now. So the same entertainment that we've seen since EPCOT has reopened is still available. You've got your Mariachi Cobra, you've got your Voices of Liberty, you've got your Jammers. They're gonna be rocking out throughout the park. You've also still got two cavalcades happening. You've got the Mickey and Friends Cavalcade as well as the Princess Cavalcade happening that you can wave at your favorite friends as they travel around World Showcase. Those, as always, are completely at random times. If you hear the music change while you're in World Showcase, just look around because the characters are coming soon. You also still have your distance character meet and greets at certain locations. You may see Anna and Elsa in Norway. You may see Mary Poppins or Alice over in the United Kingdom. So keep your eye open because there are a few spaces where the characters will be far enough away from you so that you can't get like a real picture with them or an autograph or a hug, but you can take a selfie. You can talk to them a little bit. So that's still happening as well. Hello, Elsa. How are you? Good. You moved over here to the beautiful garden. You look lovely. No big deal, just talk to Queen Elsa. But I do want to point out that the Elsa and Anna cavalcade is not happening right now. But you will see Anna or Elsa occasionally in the area near the summer house where they normally do meet and greets. They're usually out one at a time. They'll flip-flop back and forth. And you can't like hug them or get their autograph or anything, but you can get pretty close, have a little chit-chat with them, take a selfie. And that's how you can get your frozen interaction, which I actually think is a little bit better than the cavalcade. I know little ones love Anna and Elsa, and the fact that they can actually like go up pretty close to her and talk to her as opposed to just wave is pretty cool. So check in Norway, and you may see one of the frozen sisters. Back again this year is the Garden Graze, which is the Flower and Gardens version of that walk that they do at the festivals, where if you go and buy certain items at the festival booths, you can rack them up and then get a prize. So you can find it in the back pages of your festival passport. The Garden Graze is all plant-based items, so something a little different for most of us. But if you get all 5 of them or any combination of the 5 of them, you will get a complimentary prize. So we're about to do this. Grabbed this very yummy looking lemon cake from the Morocco booth because this is on our Garden Graze. So it's a lemon sponge cake, and then that looks like some kind of fig on the top, which I bet will be amazing. And I love a lemon cake, so refreshing, so perfect for spring. Can't wait to try it. Oh, it's definitely thicker than I thought it would be. Here's a very small bite. Mmm. Okay, I love lemon. I think it's like the perfect dessert flavor because it's not too sweet, but it's very refreshing. And that is fig on top, so you have to like fig. That's a really, really yummy dessert. It's very dense though. It's a lot thicker than I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be a light, spongier cake, but it's very thick. Next up on the garden Graze is Germany, where I had to get this potato pancake that's got applesauce on top. Now they also have a potato pancake that's got ham and sour cream that sounds more up my alley, but I'm excited to try this. They've had this one before, but we're gonna give it a whirl again. I don't know how they cook all the potatoes to be perfect, but the potato pancake part is so good. And the applesauce does bring a nice sweetness to it. It's quite good. I remember it being, I think this is better than last year. Here's the next item on the garden Graze. It's pineapple tahini seasoning. This is a Disneyland staple. They sell it in Adventureland there, and for the festival here at EPCOT, you can get it at the Refreshment Outpost, which is that like kind of Africa but not really section of EPCOT in between China and Germany. And I'm very excited to get into this. I'm not even a huge pineapple fan, but I remember enjoying this last year because of the spicy seasoning. Let me put my mask up. It looks disgusting on the inside even though it's clean, but they're just stained with lipstick now because that's where we are in life. Anyway. Ooh, that is tart. Okay, I love the tahini seasoning. I wish they had it everywhere because it definitely has some spice, definitely adds a kick. Would I tell you to get this over something more exciting? Probably not, because you know what, you could buy pineapple and you could buy tahini seasoning and you can make this all by yourself at home, as opposed to spending like $4 on it here. But it's definitely simple, it's definitely bright, it's definitely flavorful, and it's on the garden Graze, so obviously we're gonna eat it. Next up on the garden Graze is from Trowel and Trellis, and it is boneless impossible Korean short ribs. So yes, that means these are impossible meat. They are not real meat, with a cilantro lime rice, danmuji slaw, sorry if I can't pronounce that, and kimchi mayonnaise. Which I eat normal short ribs, but I've heard from several people, including the chefs, that these are delicious, so I'm very curious. All right, I gotta say, flavor-wise, I'm impressed. Consistency-wise, in no universe is this a short rib. It's more the consistency of like a patty, because you know how a real short rib like falls off the bone and it's got like splinters almost? This isn't doing that. But the rice is good. The kimchi mayo is good. The short rib itself and the glaze that's on it is really good. So this is my favorite thing I've had on the walk, flavor-wise. And I think if you ate this, if you're a plant-based eater and you ate this, I think this would be really filling and a really good dish. And even as a meat eater, I'm not mad I'm eating it. It actually has a little bit of heat as I'm eating it, like tons and tons of flavor, which I really like. I wish it was a real short rib for the texture, but flavor-wise, this one gets really high marks. If you don't like spice at all, I maybe steer clear. There's just a little bit of heat as I keep eating it. I'm surprised. Color me shocked that I'm this into this one. Here is the fifth and final item on the garden Graze. It's from the Flavorful Kitchen, and it's grilled baby vegetables. And what's cool is I actually saw the chef standing there grilling them right now, so you know they're fresh and delicious. I see some zucchini, I see some eggplant, I see some tomato and squash, and it actually looks and smells amazing.
That one?
That's a good grilled squash. A little hummus. Yum. Here's the thing. I actually like vegetables, like most vegetables. But it's hard to eat them on vacation because it's like most of the time the only vegetable options are kind of meh, and all the not vegetable options are very delicious. But this is good. Would I recommend getting this over something that's not vegetables? Probably not. But one, if you're plant-based, that's a good key. Two, if you're doing the garden graze, or three, maybe you guys split this. Have a couple bites of a vegetable. No complaints. Just grab that juice. You either like it or you don't. And I like it. All right, I've gotten all 5 of my plant-based items for the garden graze. And now I have to go over to Pineapple Promenade to get our redemption. Here's my prize for eating all my vegetables. It's actually a mango lime Dole Whip, and you can only get it by doing the garden graze. You can't buy it, and it comes in this very cute little container. She said that's to enjoy now, and then to enjoy later, they gave me a packet of basil seeds. It's got a little Spike the Bee on there, and then it explains how to plant my basil. So something to enjoy now, something to enjoy later, and I gotta say, I feel like this is a pretty good prize compared to some other years. Okay, let's get into this Dole Whip. It mostly tastes like lime. I'm not tasting a lot of the mango. There it is a little bit. But it mostly tastes like the lime one, which is one of my favorites. So it's tart and refreshing. And I gotta say, I feel like this is a better prize than other prizes. Like the cookie stroll at Festival of the Holidays, you just get a cookie, which you only bought cookies, so you invested less. But this is a nice big helping of Dole Whip. Plus you get the little cup, and then you get your seeds. So I think it's a good prize. Now, is it worth it just to do the crawl just to get the Dole Whip? I guess that depends how much you want the Dole Whip. Otherwise, I would say there's better things unless you're if you're a plant eater, yes, it's definitely worth it. This is plant-based as well. If you're not a plant-based eater and you weren't gonna get those 5 things anyway, then it's maybe not worth it, but I always like the crawls. It's always something fun to do. Always a good way to try new things. And I always like getting a prize. Well, friends, that is a wrap on my 2021 Flower and Garden Festival video. I hope you had fun coming to EPCOT with me today, and I hope you see why this is my favorite festival of all. Amazing topiaries, so much to look at, and the best food of any festival, in my opinion. What's your favorite festival? Definitely let us know in the comments. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media at AllEars.net, and until next time, y'all, I'm Molly, and it's been magical. And bloomtiful. That's not a word. Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.